Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. And we're playing some Imani today, because she got some pretty substantial buffs and changes in this update. Quite a few things are different. Overall, I'd say it's definitely a good change for Imani. It's I think quite a few people, and myself included, I think have sort of, suggested before her being able to switch more often, and now it's 1 second regardless of what you're running in your cards. They did buff it a bit from the PTS. The internal timer is 3 instead of 5 on these two. They did also buff her frost stance by a little bit. The damage on it is 20 up, and they reduce the cooldown of the Frost Bomb Inferno Cannon by 2. Played a game or two with this already, mainly in the ice stance, not really with the fire one. I've shown these builds before. They're the same. I think I might have tweaked this one a tiny bit, but yeah, they're still kind of going for the same thing. The damage reduction and the heal seem like a good idea, but I think actually in a match you're better off going for reset and extra health. I might be wrong with that. Maybe I'll tweak this again in the future, even after these games. We'll see, because I didn't play with the reset setup, just with the Frost one. For game 1, we got TDM Dragon Arena. Shout outs to IO, by the way. We've got a Strix, Arcana, and an Eevee there as well. And for their side, a Maeve, Ray, Drogos, Leanne, and Charlene. Very appropriate. Should be a perfect scenario to warm up, and then we'll do a siege or payload for the second one. And yeah, we'll see how we do. I always have a bit of a hard time on Imani. I'm going to go for the stance switch one here. There isn't really a talent that plays into it, to be honest. That is definitely a weak part of Imani's kit, in my opinion. I don't know what happened with Kronos there, but her talents do feel just not that great. I feel like they could do a lot more with them. We do have, I think, full cooldown reset in both of our stances when we die in TDM, which is kind of weird. It makes her a little bit better, I guess. We'll throw the root over. Probably should have just tried to finish her normally. She has gone with that, though. Drogos is playing very hectic so far, trying to get the extra damage from the ice stance, but he is shredding, to be honest. The F kind of glide over. I think Drogos is just here. We'll try and melt him. There we go. He doesn't even see me. The right click definitely has pretty crazy output if you land the ticks on it. There's a root for the Charlene and the Maeve. That was a very ult in the Drogos, who was really low. Never mind. I'm just dead here. We'll hit her for a K, but yeah, I'm out. I always have a bit of a hard time landing the actual icicles because they go out at a bit of a weird time, it feels like. Gonna go for the ult. Hopefully the team will cover me here. I feel like I'm just gonna get shredded and chased down, but we'll see. The dragon does feel pretty slow these days. I'm trying to shred through the Ray. Dragon's already cleared. Still a little bit bugged with how long it takes to switch back. I guess they covered me. I feel like I probably should have died there. That was just a really rough ult, even though I don't feel like I could have done anything better. TDM trying to get a good Imani ult is kind of rough. We shredded through the Leanne there. If you get the full mana double combo, it's kind of nice. We're not going to go around. I'm going to switch and then right click here, shred through the Maeve. Yeah, squishy characters really do get melted by it, but she did just full heal up nearly. So right click root on the Ray. Just dead here trying to fight with the Charlene. Single target damage really isn't that great. We're just going to move, kind of annoying. IO there saying he's so fast. Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. I don't actually know how the Drogos is keeping up with me so well. To be honest, I think he's just taking advantage of his fire spit. There we go. There is the sort of abrupt defeat. We did fine. Definitely could have done better, but overall I think we just had a hard time against their team. Drogos, Leanne, and Charlene for sure. Shredding. I don't know how Drogos was getting such insane movement, but yeah, we'll do a siege or a payload for the second one. I'll try and show off her kit properly, because that's, I think, where she really shines in an objective sort of based thing where you can play around certain doorways and stuff. Because the TDM, it can be kind of rough when you're just in full combat mode, because you don't have that much output. You can often get really blasted, but she requires, I think, more coordination and a little bit more teamwork and preparation and stuff for plays to work out. You can't just kind of go in and blast and hope your damage will carry you. You have to, play around her kit a bit, which is maybe the reason I don't pick her up as often, because she's less straightforward and a little bit more complicated and just, I guess, different. I think that's kind of the best way that I can put it, is that Imani is really designed to be like a back tier damage. You can't really play up front or even really in the middle. You have to be sort of in a safe spot where you can plan different plays and stuff. But we've got Siege Bright Marsh for game 2, Ceres, Andro, Khan, and Kazumi, which is, yeah, very unlike other damages that have kind of easy ways to get out, easy ways to deal with being put into sort of a fight. Imani, yeah, if you get jumped by somebody, it feels kind of rough, but we're up against a Grover, a Nyx, a Maeve, a Cassie, and a Yag. Seems like a good scenario for it, to be honest. Yeah, as soon as you can see the internal timer go down, we should be able to do the combo again. It does seem to actually work. I was worried that the little indicator on the right wouldn't display, but that should make it a little bit easier to play around. Kronos and Nimble to start. We've got Mortal Reach, Empowered Curse, Leanne, Shield, Godslayer, then Subjugation, Rampant Moving Exaction, Siege Beget Strength, and Cat Burglar. I was very tempted to throw the right click down there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to throw it on the point instead. Catch there, sure. Okay, Nyx, that is a Yag. We're going to retreat here, get some taps on her. That should be a root on her. Nice, free damage. Calm with the grab. Actually taking advantage of these plays. I think I'm just going to fire into the Yag here just to get the free bounce. I think that's the best play, right? Ends up with us getting the most damage easily. Just going to put pressure on the Yag. She should be out. I don't know what rooted her, to be honest. There's an F. I was really playing the time on that one, hoping I wasn't going to get killed before I could do anything to get out. We'll throw the right click. There's a root. This seems like a much better scenario for Imani, where I'm not going to get pressured as much and I can actually kind of do my own thing. Probably one of the better maps for her when I really think about it. We're going to go over. This is a possibly bad play. I got a weird momentum carry there. We're going to drop down throw the root. Did we catch the Yag with that? We did. I think we caught somebody on top as well. Was that the Nyx? They've all objective captured. Nice. This definitely feels like the better one to play as well with the reset thing. I don't know if it's actually better than if I went for the frost setup, but it definitely makes more of a difference in these fights. I feel like I can actually use my kit way more. Can definitely do some interesting stuff with Imani if you actually try and, you know, plan plays out. There's some good damage on her. Nice. We'll throw the one tap. I thought there was still somebody just there for some reason. There's a root. More damage. Still in that right click. I don't know how that doesn't take her out of it, to be honest. I guess it's a cripple, right? Not a full root. Or am I wrong? I know we're going to switch. Right click. Blaster. There we go, big damage. Right click just there, root the Imani. This is definitely the better setup to play with, by the way. Just going to give you my thoughts straight out there. I would much rather play with this instead of the extra speed on the right click and have way more reset. Now that you're switching so often, you actually kind of use both stances this way and it feels way more fluid. Throw the right click over there, but I do want to clarify that this is a really good scenario for Imani where we're only really going to get pressured by the Maeve and occasionally the Cassie, so yeah, maybe take that opinion with a grain of salt. I just really like this reset setup. I liked it before compared to the normal Imani one, but it's a little bit too inconsistent before, whereas now I think that it's by default 1 second. You can get away with it. Fired a fireball down to nothing a second ago, but we'll throw that over there. Do we go for the ult? I don't know. I guess I should spam the ice stance, right, to get the blast damage. We'll stand on top for a second, try and leave the shots a bit on the Nyx, see if we can finish her off, because her being out here would be kind of massive. There's a root, big damage. Maeve is tapping me a bit, so is the Cassie. I was just going to kind of ignore the Maeve. It's our Andrew gliding around, hit on the Cassie. Okay, that's Yag pushing in, slap him there, switch stances a bit. She's out. There we go. There's the 1-1. I pushed the left side because I genuinely thought the whole team was stacked on left with just the Khan on the right, and these guys had all pulled back. Fair enough, though. Do we finish off Cronus? I really want to get it going just so we can have full reset, because right now if I do the combo like this, I switch, I can kind of go for it again like really quickly after I've just like switched around. It feels really smooth to constantly kind of do this play like that. Yeah, words. You see what I'm showing you on screen, right? Glide around, right click, melt the Khan a little bit. Not a Khan, we have a Khan as a root. Nice, pretty big hit there. More taps on him. They're all really low. We actually got, I think, 2 out. Nice. Got Grover by the second tap. I'm playing it really careful with the time. I really should retreat a little bit earlier, but I'm trying to get these kills. Do I go for the ult on top? This seems like a really bad idea. I think we should go for it though, right? Cassie's going to try and shoot me. Maeve's here. Oh, okay, that was absolute garbage. Yeah, I'm going to have to just body block with this. There's a Yag who can somehow see me, even though I couldn't see her. Okay, I'm dead here, for sure. That felt really cheesy. I could have easily taken that Yag out by myself, but I couldn't get the angle. I didn't know that would work. And there we go. There's the 1-2. I genuinely can't even be mad at that Yag play. It was super cheesy. It felt horrible, but yeah, fair enough. I suppose more taps on her here. I could have right-clicked, but I feel like it's just a better idea to try and get rid of her. I don't know what she was doing. Was she trying to go through him, but her right-click ran out? That was weird. We'll right-click down. Maybe catch somebody by surprise with that. The extra time on it to fall actually sometimes works out in your favor. Just kind of going into what I said earlier with her needing to really set plays up compared to other damages. So yeah, maybe I kind of like not having extra speed and just playing full reset works better, just for me personally. You know what? I'm going to go for the ult here just right in the middle of everybody to hold them off. I think this should buy us like a decent amount of time, but it's kind of worth doing. We can push them off here. Sure. I'm going to just, yeah, get some damage on the Nyx, I guess. Get some hits here on the Nyx. I don't know if that was worth it, but to be honest, I feel like it kind of worked. More taps over there on the Yag, just stacking up free damage, to be honest. That Yagarath has been really good hits with the talent. Definitely should have tried to play that better, but whatever, we're in it. Let's get rid of the Yag. I feel like they can't push it with just the Maeve and the Cassie, which is why I'm trying to clear the tanks, by the way. It's kind of my job as a damage, right? But sometimes I would usually focus the Cassie or the Maeve. Here, it makes more sense to get rid of the tanks because yeah, the Maeve and the Cassie just can't do it solo. That might sound like a load of crap, but because they've got a Grover, often the tanks are kind of on their own without healing, and it kind of works out. Is that Yagarath going to try and push around? There's a root. We kind of caught her there early. I don't know if I should do anything here other than retreat. It's a Maeve on the other side. They actually worked that out quite well. Again, I'm really going to get caught by that. There's no way that one's going to get me pulled in, right? There's a no shot. Why did they do this? Why can it even work like this? This is such dog shit. Feels like usually you'd get stunned and you wouldn't be able to get pulled around at such a stupid angle, but when did they change it to work like that? There's a root. Don't try and run away now, Yag. That ain't happening. You're going to get punished for that absolute dog shit play. Actually going to go for the ult here just to really guarantee that they get pushed off. I thought the Nyx might have tried to go after me there. I guess the Cassie did. We'll throw an insta root just on the floor. Yeah, Ceres is with me. There's no shot. She's getting out. There we go. I nearly died though. That combo, man. That Yaggle genuinely annoyed me. I just pushed up way too aggressively, but it kind of worked to zone them, so I guess I'm not going to get punished for it. There we go. Melt through the Maeve, or at least try to. That Yag's reveal has been really annoying in this one, by the way. Root there for the Imani. Load up the shot. Just tap her there for a K. Throw the root up. I don't have the root available. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, just trying to get away here. Yag's going to chase, maybe. Shouts to Ceres, drop to U-Rock. Tap there on the Maeve. She has quite a bit of damage reduction, by the way. Is that Yag really going to pull through a wall again? I don't know why it's like working like that. It didn't used to. It used to always get the stun. Sometimes the stun would happen more often than it should, but now it seems like you can just pull through whatever. Yeah, we're having to play kind of defensively, even though we should be pushing in. I'm going to AF heal up a little bit. I don't know if I really want to go for the right click here. I guess we will. try and melt through them. There we go, nice, we'll throw the root there. Big catch, okay, that's a Nyx nearly out, slide through the shot. Oh my god, that nearly worked. What am I doing? I wish I could headshot the Yag here with these icicles, but sadly I'm only dealing like, what, 170, 270? She is dead though, right? Yag here right in the middle, I'm just going to spam shot her. We'll go for the root, there we go, I didn't hit the Mave with that. Mave has really been the big problem in this one, to be honest. Cassie hasn't caused me too much trouble. I can't hit the Nyx for the life of me, apparently. There's the F. I don't know how I'm moving, but I got a bit of a passive Ceres heal. Even at a distance, she has been putting in work to shred me. There's a right click melt through the Nyx. She is out. Nice, throw the root there, maybe catch somebody other than the Yag. We got the Grover at a bit of a weird angle. Okay, taps. I can stand in this, right? I should be fine. Ceres doesn't need to heal me for a little minute. Gonna go for the ult. Perfect time to try and go for the last push with the ult here. Keep him off the point. Melt through the Nyx is the priority for sure. Yeah, there we go. Melt through the Mave as well. Keep her off is massive. I don't know where the Cassie went, but yeah, doesn't matter. There we go. There is the victory. Pulled through with the win. I went kind of try-hard mode after the Yag ultimate because it really pulled me into the game and irritated me a bit, but we shredded there with Imani. That setup feels so much better than the other one. I would highly recommend the reset over the right-click speed. In most scenarios, I don't really think you need it, and this just feels so much better in my opinion. 17,575k, super happy with that. Obviously their team in that one is going to lead us to have a bit of an inflated damage stat, the Yag plus the Nyx with Grover healing a ton, so I probably could have done even better if I played it better, but I'm still really happy with that. Our team did a really good job. Ceres, Andro, Khan, Kazumi, shouts to all of them. Kazumi struggled a bit because of that team comp, but overall I think she did fine. That was just a free game for Imani there, really. Other than the Mave pushing us every now and again, what else can I even say? The reset setup just feels fantastic as it is at the moment with the 3-second internal timer. 5 might have been too much, but 3 feels perfect. You really don't have to try very hard to play around the timer on it because it's so low. You can switch stance, do a little bit of whatever you're doing and switch again and pretty much always get the reset. It might be a little bit too strong, I'm not sure just yet, but I'm happy with it being the way this is to actually force you to use the stances and make Imani the actual stance switch character and feel way better than sticking to ice or fire. As you saw in that match, I was actually playing a little bit more to the ice because it worked in the scenario. There might be others where you play a bit more to the fire, but at the moment I kind of doubt it. Let me know also what you want to see me do next. Here's a code on screen for the Battle Pass. I forgot to do this earlier. Shouts to Mojo as always for providing the codes. There's one on screen. You can just redeem it in the store if you're the first one to grab it. Enjoy your free Battle Pass. I'll have more over the rest of the videos, hopefully not right at the end and random as the last one, but yeah, as always, stay Frost there. My voice is just gone. It's shredded around.